Okay, so this is the first video going through forward and backward scanning to find critical paths on directed networks. What I've done is I've got a network here and I've gone through and added a little checker box for each activity, and I've drawn it at the start of each activity. So at this vertex here, A, D and C starts. At this vertex, B starts. At this vertex, E starts. At F here. And I've also done an extra one at the end for where it finishes. I've also labelled each of those. That's really important as well when I do my backward scanning to look to find slack time and things like that. All right, so to start activity A, D and C, they have no immediate predecessors, so they're all going to start with 0. And I'm going to do the first part of the box in blue to indicate my minimum start time or my earliest start time, and the red in the second box to indicate my latest start time. Okay, so A, D and C all start at 0. Now I'm moving through the network. If I follow activity A up to this checker box here to start B, there's only one way I can get into this vertex in order to start B. So I have to travel through A. So B would have to have A completed in order to start. So 0 plus 3 is 3. So 3 in there. All right, so continuing this process the whole way through, to come into this vertex here, where I'm going to begin activity E, I've got a couple of options coming in, so I need to look at all possible options. So I've got to come through B, so to start B, I'm going to have 3, and then I've got to complete B, so 3 plus 3 is 6 is one option. And then my other option would be to come this way through here. So that would be to complete D, and D is going to take 12. So that is my other option. So 6 or 12. So when you're forward scanning, so forward scan, we take the highest number. Because we're looking for the longest path through the network. So 6 and 12, my highest number, if I've got a choice of 2, is 12. And then I keep going. All right, so now I've done E looking at F. So to start F is this checker box here. I've got two options, so I've got 12 and 6 is 18 coming in from that way. And I've also got this way here, so 0 and 7 is 7. So my choice of 7 and 18 for forward scanning. So I'm looking for my highest number, so the highest number. So I'm going to use 18. And then finally to finish the project, to do F, I'm going to have 18 plus 10, which is 28. Okay, now to do the backward scan, I'm going to do red for the backward scan so you can see the difference. Once you've completed the forward scan, whatever numbers in the first part or the minimum start time for the end, you would put in to the second box. Now going backwards, doing our backward scan, we minus, and if we have a choice, we're looking for the lowest number to go back into the vertex. that only comes out in certain situations where you got more than one coming into a vertex, but we'll look at that as we come to it. So going backwards, this is where labeling your boxes is very handy. So 28 minus 10 for F. So 28 minus 10 for box F is 18. 18 minus 6 for box E is 12. So 18, so I'm at this vertex again, 18 minus 7 for box C is 11. And what I'm doing is I'm going in the opposite, now I'm going the opposite direction of the line. So that's what I'm doing. Whatever vertex I'm at, I take the red box and I minus whatever's on the line in the opposite direction, and whatever letter is on the line, I'm filling it out for that letter or that activity. All right, so E up here, 12 minus D for 12 is 0. And 12 minus 3 for B is 9. And 9 minus 3 for A is 6. So that is the forward and backwards scan completed. So once again, when you are forward scanning, if you've got a choice of 2, you're always looking for the highest option, and we're adding as we go. When we're doing the backward scan, we're minusing, and when we have a choice, we're looking for the lowest number. In this particular example, we didn't have to use this part here, but I'll have some more examples where that is the case. Now, to find your critical path or the longest path through the network, doing the forward and backward scan is awesome because it shows you the path. And what you're looking for is the double checker boxes where they're the same. So D, they're the same. E, they're the same. And F, they're the same. So my critical path is D, E, and F. And it's going to take 28 minutes, hours, whatever, months to complete this project. Minimum completion time. The other great thing about this method is each checker box will show you the slack time. So for example, if we have a look at activity B up here, the minimum start time for activity B is 3 after 3 days, weeks, whatever the time frame is. And the latest I can start B without it interrupting this final time is 9 minutes, days, weeks, whatever. So the slack time is your latest start time minus your minimum. So 9 minus 3, which is 6. So I have a slack time or a float time of 6 hours, weeks, whatever this is defined as. I will be doing some more examples of this. So if you're still want some more practice, watch the other few videos that are coming up. Thanks.